Hey guys, before I start the video, just a quick announcement that my new single Chai Tea is available. It's on all platforms. You can stream it on anything that you have, and yeah, just support a little indie artist that makes songs in her bedroom. Thanks. Let's get into the video.
'Cause on this autumn night, you're holding me tight, and I don't wanna be anywhere but here in your heart.
What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today is my first astrology video, so I am very excited. I wouldn't consider myself an expert at all, but I have been delving into it the past few years, and I find it really enjoyable. And I definitely don't look at my horoscope every day or anything, but I use it more to understand the people around me and my relationships with people, and it has actually helped me, so that's pretty cool. So today I'm going to be both roasting but also giving some love to all 12 zodiac signs. So if you are interested, keep watching. I'll try not to be too mean to your sign. If I offend you in any way, I am sorry. I am a Sagittarius, so I have a problem with being a little too blunt. Sorry. Here's Darling. She's so cute. Look at the camera, baby girl. Okay. So I have my journal here, very professional, and I wrote down all of the signs. This is pretty old, so I do have things that I maybe don't feel the same way about or do. So I'm just going to kind of use it as a guideline. I also want to do a travel journal flip through someday, because this has a lot of good stuff in it and good memories and such. So the basics are fire, earth, air, and water. So I guess I'll just go in order through the months. So Aries. So negatives first. Y'all can be very messy metaphorically, literally, just messy people, not the most organized people in the world. That's okay, we still love you. Any Aries I've seen seems a little self-centered, but it's not necessarily a bad self-centered. It's not like narcissistic. It's just they're more worried about themselves than probably you. They don't care what other people think. I put this in the middle because this could be seen as a good or a bad thing. So they could not care to a fault, if that makes sense. But yeah, like, I don't know too much about Aries, actually. I know a lot. I know they're very stubborn. Y'all can be stubborn, but not as much as some other signs, but you definitely are hard-headed about some things, so I would definitely say that. The good things about Aries, y'all are super determined. When you set a goal, you want to achieve it, and you will do anything to achieve it. Hardworking. Y'all are hardworking. You persevere through hard times. It doesn't matter what's standing in your way, you will make it. And that is very admirable. I admire a lot of Aries. I think they know what they want, and that's not something I can say for myself most of the time. So, you know, good for y'all. But yeah, my experiences with Aries aren't as broad as my experience with some other signs. I think y'all are really cool. Keep doing you. Keep doing what you want. Stay true to yourself. Next is Taurus.
I'm all good vibes.
Now, despite me not being compatible with them, I really like Tauruses. I wouldn't necessarily date one right away, but like friend-wise, I think y'all are chill as heck. Like, I don't know, y'all are just really chill. But let's roast you first. Y'all can be really stubborn. Like, you could ask me for advice, and then I'll give you advice, and you won't take any of it because you're stubborn. You already have your mind made up, so why are you even asking me? Virgos are like that too. I think earth signs just, I don't know, they already know what they want. Tauruses can also be super lazy when it comes to their jobs, their relationships, their home. They're just lazy people, which is such a paradox because they're also one of the most hardworking signs. And they're very materialistic, which can also be a bad thing. They really like luxury, but maybe they don't have the means to back it up because they're a little lazy sometimes. But overall, they're a really chill sign. They have like a vibe to them, and they have really nice voices. Like, think of ASMR Darling, Sarah Baska, Adele. Like, they all have very like nice earthy voices, and I just really appreciate that about them. But yeah, stubborn as a bull. Gemini.
Gemini. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini.
Listen, I am a Gemini moon, so I understand kind of where Geminis are coming from sometimes. First, let me just say, y'all aren't two-faced, you are 20-faced. And honestly, you can think you know one, and you just don't. You don't know a Gemini. You can think you know a Gemini, but you don't know a Gemini. They just have a way of adapting that's insane, and it can be really cool, but because they can get along with so many different kinds of people, they will talk about you behind your back. Some of them. Let's see what I wrote. I put you're hit or miss. This is very true. I either meet a Gemini and I love them, or I don't like them very much right away. It's usually like right away with the first impression. I'm like, oh, you're a Gemini. Okay. It's complicated because I am the most compatible with them, apparently, according to some websites. They're like one of the most compatible things for Sagittariuses, but sometimes my other signs in my chart and me as a person just can't handle them, okay? Wow. I put that it's really difficult to trust them. I find that Geminis are prone to lying more easily than other signs. So that can make them a little bit hard to trust, even over small things, you know? I put it's hard to tell what you're thinking. Very true. So for the positives though, Geminis are really interesting people. They are cool people. They usually have a passion for music or something in the arts. They are magnetic. You find yourself just wanting to spend time with them. Even if you have a negative experience with them, you just like their company. I put you get me. Because as a Gemini moon, I can relate to that feeling of like not knowing exactly who you are and just the indecisiveness, always having two sides of things and like two opinions. It's hard for me to form an opinion on a lot of things. It takes a lot, honestly, which I think is an air sign thing as well. But yeah, I put that they get me because I feel like in a way I get them and they get me, and that's why if I meet a Gemini, most likely we'll be friends. It'll be cool. Just don't pull the Gemini on me though. I put fun and almost down for anything. That's true. Very true. You could call a Gemini up and be like, hey, wanna go to the club? Wanna go to Denny's? Let's go. And they'll be like, yeah man, I'll meet you there. Like, it doesn't matter. They'll just go. Sagittarius are like that too. Next is Cancer. Cancers. So let's talk about your downsides first. Cancers. Here's the thing. I wish I could understand y'all more, but sometimes I just can't. I always feel like when I meet one, this is excluding one of my best friends though, because she's a Cancer, and I feel like we just click on a level that's like, anything I'm saying doesn't completely apply to her. But like with most Cancers, you have to remember astrology is more complex. Everyone's not just one thing. You're not just a Cancer, and that's all of the things about Cancers apply to you. That's not how astrology works. But if we're talking stereotypes, which I am, like anytime I meet a Cancer, like I just get this vibe immediately that doesn't like click with mine. And it's not exactly negative. It's just like, you know, when you can tell when someone's gonna be your friend or not, like it's just like this automatic like, oh, okay, like we're different. And it's nothing like bad, it's just like this vibe, I guess. Like I don't understand. It's like I honestly couldn't tell you, like it's weird. I think it's just, I feel like a lot of Cancers, even though they're very empathetic and they're very caring and nurturing and like have nothing but love to give, they also have this like big wall up all the time. And it's like so weird because it counteracts who they kind of are and how they feel about things, but it's like they have this wall and I don't know why. I think it's to protect their heart, to be honest, because I feel like they have so much love to give and they care so much that they just feel like they have to protect it first before they know who you are. And I also know that Cancers are the most misunderstood sign. I feel like Pisces and Cancers are like very misunderstood. So I admit I probably am misunderstanding y'all a lot. So if y'all Cancers down there, explain yourselves to me. Like explain your heart and how you feel about things, and tell me if you feel this type of vibe with like fire signs or something. Like is there a reason you have a wall up? Is there I don't know, just I just want to hear more perspectives from Cancers because I don't have many of them in my life. Actually, I'm not close with any. I know a lot, but like that's in a work setting. Anyways, let's see what I wrote down for y'all. I put too much, draining, strangely unemotional at times, and manipulative. I do find Cancers are manipulative. They will use their emotions to get what they want. They'll pry on, like, they'll give you the puppy dog eyes, you know what I mean? Which is effective, so, you know, go off. Here is the good. Passionate. Cancers are so passionate. They just feel everything so intensely. They feel it right here. Even if they don't show it, I know they do. Like, they're just very emotional people and very passionate about everything they do. They really want love. They need love. Love is their fuel and it keeps them going. So give your local Cancer some love. Overall, nice people, I find. So, you know, like I've never met a bad person who's a Cancer. Like I've never had a super bad experience with any of them. Leo.
I shine like a sun.
Leo, Leo, Leo. I had to do a dramatic entrance for them because they are dramatic people. Leos are dramatic. They are extra. They are the star of the show.
Talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular, never the same, totally unique, completely not ever been done before.
They are this big. They want your attention. It's a world of Leos and it is revolving around them and we are just people in it. I have a lot of Leos in my life. My boyfriend is a Leo. My best friend's a Leo. One of my best friends a Leo. My dad's a Leo moon. The Cancer best friend I have is also a Leo moon. My other best friend's a Leo rising. And then my mom's a Leo. I am surrounded by all of this Leo energy. And let me tell you, it can be overwhelming. And as someone who likes attention as well, it's even more complicated. So, it's like you put fire and fires together and it's just like... But I love these little Leos with all of my heart. I do. But let's talk about the negatives. I wrote calm down. I feel like Leos will get themselves worked up just about anything if they want to. If they want to be upset, they'll find a reason to be upset. And I just want to tell y'all to calm down, take a breather. Not everything is so serious. It's okay if not everything's about you. I know it's hard to hear. There is other people in the world. There was other things going on. I promise that one person didn't do that one thing to offend you personally. You're probably taking it personally, okay? I don't know who needed to hear that out there. Some little Leo needed to hear that. Don't take it personally, okay? However, I love y'all. Y'all are the life of the party. Your heart is this big, okay? So, like, this is also one of those positive and negatives. If a Leo goes out of their way, and they will go out of their way, if they really love and care about you, they will go above and beyond to make you happy. But if you don't return that favor, run. Run for your life, because they are not gonna have it. That will show them that you are not serious about your friendship, relationship, amount of love, because they go out of their way for you. They expect you to do the same. If they do something nice for you, write it down in your reminders to do something nice back, okay? Got it? Good. I just saved you an argument. You're welcome. Virgos.
Analyzing you.
Virgos, yeah. I am sad I don't have any Virgo in my chart, because I just feel like it's such a nice sign to have. I feel like it benefits the person to have Virgo in their chart, because I'm complimenting y'all right away. Why am I complimenting y'all? I'm not even compatible with you. Get out of here. Virgos, they are the biggest hypocrites of all the signs. They will give you advice all day, and then they won't take their own advice when something comes up in their lives. Or they'll do that thing where you give them advice and they don't take it. They are the biggest culprits at doing that. And it's really annoying. And like, I have a lot of Virgos in my life that I like admire, and like I'm acquaintances with them, but we never break that the friend line, I guess. But I really do admire them. They're organized, they get stuff done, they're hardworking. I think I'm a little too messy for them, to be honest. Like, I feel like my life is literally not organized enough for them. You give really good advice when it's invited. So they might be notorious for giving you unsolicited advice. When it comes to Virgos, though, y'all have this natural beauty that just emits from you. It's like a radiance. It's like they just, like, they're those girls that look beautiful without makeup. They don't need one drop of makeup. And I'm not saying other signs don't, but like, they just, every Virgo I've seen has like naturally beautiful clear skin and like beautiful eyes and like natural hair, and like they just look effortlessly beautiful. I feel like Virgos look so effortlessly beautiful even when they're just like in sweats, you know? And I just feel like that's something I've never been able to pull off the way a Virgo does, because they just have that natural beauty. I don't know what it is, but it's amazing and I appreciate it, and I love seeing y'all's beautiful faces. Libra.
I don't know what I ever want.
I love Libras. I don't know too many, but my best friend is, so I have some experience with them. But of course, as with any beautiful human being, there's flaws, so let's talk about them. Libras, please make a decision. You are some of the most indecisive people, and that's coming from an indecisive person, okay? So if I ask you where you want to go eat, have an answer, because I'm not going to have an answer. And now we're in a conundrum, and this happens to me every single time me and my best friend Dara hang out. We don't get anything done because we don't know what we should do. Make a decision, so I don't have to. Thank you. Don't know your worth. I feel like a lot of Libras are very insecure. They don't know how amazing they are and how much they're worth and how much they matter just to the world. And they have this way of seeing both sides of everything, and it's not something everyone can do, you know? Like, so many people are very opinionated and will always feel like they're right, and Libras can be the ones who take a step back and look at the situation from very logical, unbiased eyes, and they don't realize that about themselves enough, and they don't realize how important people like that are to our society. John Lennon was one of those best examples of a Libra. I feel like he's on my wall, if you can see. And I just feel like he captures the amazing energy of what a Libra was. And so y'all Libras need to remember what you're good at and why you're worth so much. Another thing about Libras I've noticed is they can be really fake. They will do anything to avoid confrontation, so that equates to them being kind of fake sometimes. I mean, we can all have our petty moments, but they'll just kind of, if they don't want to tell you off, or if they don't want to explain why they don't want to talk to you anymore, you might just check one day and you're blocked. I wrote down, will accidentally catch your man's eye. So Libras are flirty, and they might not realize how flirty they are, and this can become an issue when they're in relationships. I've seen it happen to my friends. But yeah, Libras just don't realize when they overstep the friendly line, and they don't mean to. They're not meaning to flirt with your man. They're not meaning to cheat on their significant other. They'll just accidentally be a little too friendly, and then they'll lead some people on, and then it creates a little bit of a mess. But trust me, if you think a Libra's hitting on you, double check and make sure, because they might just be being really nice and they don't realize that they're doing it. Sometimes my best friend even flirts with me, and I'm like, why are you're flirting? The good. They are so sweet. They will talk to you for hours. If you're having a problem, they will sit down and work it out with you and make sure that you leave the conversation feeling better than when you started it. I feel like they're just very refreshing people and very understanding. They're not judgmental. They'll never judge you for stuff. They just are so unbiased, and it's just really refreshing. I love them. Scorpios.
You don't wanna see the dark side of me.
I love y'all. Y'all are so sick. I'm not compatible, but I disagree, because if you delve into my chart or even look at my birthday, I'm only 2 days away from being a Scorpio, so I'm a cusp. So let's get into the negatives. Y'all can be very intense. And I feel like the perfect example of somebody who gets a little too intense is Jeffree Star. I love Jeffree Star. I think he's great. But we all know that sometimes he can go on Twitter and pop off a little bit before thinking it through, and then he ends up apologizing. And I think that's a perfect example of just a Scorpio being themselves and being a little intense and kind of popping off, you know? Like, they are just very emotional and intense people, and they feel things intensely, and they feel it right away, and they just and they need to pop off a little bit. I put can be very scary when something sets you off. They can be scary. These are not the people to cross. These are not the people to cheat on. These are not the people to mess with. Just don't, for your safety and their safety. Just don't do it, because they will get revenge. They will somehow get revenge, and even if they're not the vengeful kind of people, they'll make sure karma does it for them. So yeah, and then I just wrote down, think about your actions before you make them, and work on your resting face. I feel like Scorpios always look like they want to hurt someone, and it's not on purpose. It's just literally how they look. They're just intense. They have the piercing eyes and the defined jaw lines and the dramatic hair. They're the intimidating people that, aren't easy to talk to right away. But they're just soft, emotional people inside. They just have a lot of feelings. So work on that. Become more approachable to people, because we all know you're just great people. You're not scary. You can be soft. For the positives of Scorpio, I put, you're all hot in your own way. I do feel like Scorpios just have this sensuality to them, and they're all just very attractive people and just own their look. So as a Scorpio rising, I think that's definitely true to myself. My eyebrows, they're very bold, they stand out. I choose glasses that stand out. I choose, I'm not saying I look crazy, I don't have colored hair or anything, but it's just all about boldness, owning your look and defining your look. I think Scorpios are really good at that. So that's another reason I love them. And I put emotionally inspiring. I feel like Scorpios, and all water signs for that matter, are very in tune with their emotions. And I think that's something all of us could learn from them, is to just be more emotional. There's nothing wrong with being an emotional person. I think there's a lot of negativity tied in with being an emotional person, and honestly, it's not bad. I think it's mature to acknowledge how you're feeling. Next, Sagittarius. This has been a lot of fun. I liked talking about it. I'd like to do more videos like this. If y'all didn't know, I do music. I am working on a homemade album that is going to be a song for each zodiac sign, as well as 4 like interlude songs for fire, earth, wind, and water. And it's just gonna be a really cool project that I'm working on, and I have about a little less than half of the songs finished, so it could be a hot minute until it's released or anything, but it's been a lot of fun making it. And so that's why I've also been delving into astrologies, because I just want to make every song as accurate as possible. Leave a comment below on what sign you are and like 3 main things that you think are important to be included if there was a song about your personality. But yeah, check out Chai Tea, check out my other videos. I have ASMR, some like tea related videos, and then just like random little videos like that. So yeah, thank you for watching.
Joy tea.